Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be going over the second gameplay blog released on Thursday, going over the playbooks and the run pass option that will be introduced into Madden 20. So to start off with the playbooks, the Madden 20 development team has apparently modernized all the playbooks to reflect each NFL team's unique identity. And they also commented that hopefully throughout the year they'll be able to edit these playbooks and make them more similar and more reflective of each team's game-to-game outlook. So I think that's a good thing, just making unique playbooks so not everyone's running the same concepts. We'll get into run pass options or RPOs in a little bit, but hopefully the run pass option plays will only be, well, it states in the blog that the run pass option plays will only be in the playbooks like, the Ravens with Lamar Jackson. You're not going to see as many of the RPOs in like the New England Patriots playbook or, the New Orleans Saints playbook where you got pocket passers such as Tom Brady and Drew Brees. But when you have a mobile quarterback like Lamar Jackson or Cam Newton in Carolina, those are the type of playbooks where the RPOs are going to be more prevalent. So I think that's a good thing to spread the diversity of people's schemes out. Getting into RPOs, there are three different types of RPOs: the peak, the read, and the alert. So here we'll go down and talk about the alert here for a little bit. So basically RPO alerts, generally in the past when you think of RPOs, it's the quarterback reading either the outside linebacker or the defensive end. However, for RPO alerts, it's really a read of the entire box of defenders. So you'll have plays you'll either be able to read and hand the ball off or make a quick throw. So if you have, 7, 8 in the box and you anticipate a blitz, up the A, B, and C gaps, you'll probably want to pull back and do a quick, like they maybe have like a flare screen or a quick slant you can throw. But if you're seeing them play back more, anticipating that quick throw, you'll probably want to hand it off to the running back up the middle if there's not a lot of guys in the box there. Moving on to RPO peaks. So this, they say, commonly known as the one read. You'll read one defender. As I mentioned before, you'll probably be reading the outside linebacker or defensive end. You see the outside linebacker end crashing, you'll probably want to pull back with the quarterback and take off with him. But if you see that end or outside linebacker in a contain and they're in a position waiting for that quarterback, you'll want to hand off to the running back, let them take it up the middle, or if it's a counter, a power, whatever run play you're going off of. Now, lastly, RPO reads. So they say this is like two reads, sort of like a triple option in terms of your progressions. But unlike years past, you'll be able to throw off the option as well. So you'll probably make your first read again, reading that outside linebacker or defensive end. If they're crashing, you want to keep it with the quarterback. If they're contained, you want to give it to the running back right away. But if they do crash and you keep it with the quarterback, you do have the option either to run with the quarterback or throw it. So if you see the defense playing back zone coverage, you'll probably want, or press man and staying with the receivers, you'll probably want to take off and run. But if they're in more of a laid back zone coverage and you're able to find some holes up the field that way, rather than running with your quarterback, because the defense will probably be set for that, then you can throw with your quarterback as well. So again, here they give the example, the Ravens playbook is tailored more to Lamar Jackson's skill set, while the Cardinals playbook is tailored more to Cliff Kingsbury's spread scheme. And they also do have the air raid scheme that Kingsbury's bringing over from Texas Tech. So again, that's just another unique playbook and another option that you can use rather than, this year and even last year, you saw a lot of the same schemes. And hopefully this year, I'm hoping that these improvements will improve the diversity of things that people are running. And when you're in seasons or weekend league or house rules or whatever you're playing, You'll be seeing different schemes, which will also evolve you as a player as you learn how to defend different schemes as well as also run different schemes. So I think that's just good for the overall growth of the game. Now moving on to the new jet sweep plays that are added. So they give the example in the blog, the Patriots Hoss juke concept you may recognize from their touchdown pass in the Super Bowl. You have the Raiders dragon spacing concept and the Rams jet sweep touch pass. So again, you just have more diversity in your playbook, more trick plays. Obviously I hope this, and we'll get into a minute with the Philly special added. I hope these aren't spammed plays. People think they can just run an entire offense off of these. Obviously, that's not the case. If you're in a shootout or you're even if you're just struggling offensively, these trick plays, PA jet sweep, jet pass, fake zone, or whatever you end up doing, can just bring a different look and make the defense have to guard a few more options rather than your normal cadence of plays. Now moving on to the main trick play everyone's been waiting for since the Eagles debuted this play in the Super Bowl against New England a few years ago, the Philly special. So again, I just hope the Philly special doesn't get, you don't run up against, a guy that's just run a Philly special 3 out of every 5 plays. Hopefully people will be having more unique playbooks, use more diverse plays. They won't just use this just because, they want to spam you or something. I don't know. I mean, it's all going to depend on zones. And again, the one thing they don't touch on in these is, on the RPOs, is the offensive line going to block properly on the zone reads? For a thing like Philly special, are your zones going to stay intact? Or, is this backside crosser going to get open because, the attention's diverted to the quarterback and the entire flow of motion to the right side of the field? Just things we're going to have to wait and see. Obviously, we don't have the game in our hands yet. All we can do is go by the blogs that they release and the information that they provide us. So, again, like the Ultimate Team one and the previous blogs, I will reserve judgment as we don't actually have the game in our hands yet, so I don't feel it's fair to judge them based off the information they're presenting versus information not presented. So that is it for the blog. Next week is the Madden mobile drop blog on the 30th, I believe. See if I do a video on that. I played Madden Mobile in the past, but this year I didn't with the overdrive. I just didn't like the system, the whole alternate currencies and all that. But we'll see. We'll see what that blog says. Maybe I'll make a video on it, maybe not. So thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.